Hello and welcome back. This is an impromptu video that I was not planning on doing because I did not know that this would happen today, but something has just happened to my new sketchbook. This is my first time using a Leuchtturm 1917 sketchbook, and I got it for myself for Christmas. I've started using it and I had a bunch of videos planned about this sketchbook. I went outside to take some photos of some sketches I've done recently and I proceeded to trip, and before any of you might wonder, I am okay. I managed to catch myself mid-fall, but I was only able to catch myself by dropping the sketchbook. And it took the fall for me. It proceeded to fly open, fully open, and then skid across a puddle, across some mud, and then across some grass. And it has taken some damage. Pretty much every page is muddy now. A lot of pages look like this. Here's the back page, or the pocket anyway, but that's one of the pages. Let me get an actual sketchbook page for you that I've done. So this is an exercise I like to do where I do marker sketches using an alcohol marker. So this was a grey, 0.5 grey, cool grey. And I do the sketch in the marker and then I go over the top in pen, and I don't use any pencil. And it is now covered in grass stains. Yay! I also have this drawing here, which managed to mostly survive. There's a few splotches. So the amount of damage per page varies. I've noticed that this page is one of the worst. Yeah, so I don't know if you've ever come across the idea of ruining a sketchbook to help you use it. Nature has decided to do that for me today. Which is funny because I've actually been really enjoying the sketchbook, and I've not been having as much fear with it as I thought I might. And if you're not aware of these sketchbooks, these are on the much more expensive end. I was umming and ahhing over trying one for ages because of that. Decided that having one as a present would be the best solution to that. And I thought, you know, like, oh, maybe I would be fearful of it because of that expensiveness, but I've actually been really enjoying using it, and I've not been afraid to dive in and get going on it. And I didn't feel like I would need the idea of ruining it, but apparently apparently that has happened anyway. The plan for this sketchbook was that it was going to be more to do with finished illustrations and cleaner sketches, but also occasionally doing some studying exercises that involve ink. So for example, there's the marker and ink leopard that you saw. And now when it comes to doing finished illustrations, some pages are okay. I think some pages, let's not knock you. Some pages are, it's a very large sketchbook. I think this one is mostly okay. This is the first page. So I did some different tests, and then this is the first page that I did. So this one's all right. And some of the blank pages have survived, but some of them are covered in mud, some of them are just have a few splotches on them. So I'm now having to reevaluate. I'm having to reevaluate what I'm gonna do with this. And I'm still gonna use it. It's not gonna just go to waste. but now I'm reevaluating, because like I said, this was more for doing finished drawings and using ink. So I was going to do illustrations, and especially in pencil, and then for just ink exercises, because this paper handles ink very well, I wanted to utilize a lot of ink in the sketchbook and also do things like comics, because I'm starting to get into practicing comics now. Ooh, see, this is a very large sketchbook. There we go. Here's some more. This page for the most part has survived. There's just a few splotches here and there. I don't know if you can see the one on this page, but there's like a little bit here, and then there's like a little bit of brown that I've managed to get rid of a bit as well, because some of the mud, once it's dried, I can like erase a bit, but the things like the muddy water and from the puddle and the grass stains are not budging. Those are called stains for a reason. But I'm glad that this has survived, because this is one of my favourite drawings I've done in the sketchbook so far. So I guess what I'm thinking through this real time with you, because this has only just sort of happened. And I've been drying the sketchbook, and it's mostly dry now. So I'm thinking I can use the really muddy pages, and there's only a few really muddy ones. I can use those for exercises, and then the slightly muddy ones I can also use for exercises, but also use for just sketching. But when I want to do things like comics, or when I want to do finished drawings like these, I will use the pages that I can find that are the least damaged, or ones that I can remove the mud and there are no stains, and then any pages in here that have managed to survive with nothing on them, and go from there. But it's more of a shock than anything to me right now. It's more of a shock. I'm happy that this drawing survived. I'm happy that the first page survived. But yeah, this was very much unplanned, and I'm just pivoting. I do find a comical view on it, because this is again one of the more expensive end sketchbooks, and it is supposed, the intention behind it was again supposed to be things like comics, finished drawings and stuff. I have another sketchbook going that is entirely for studying, and I have another sketchbook going that is for rough drawing. So it's not exactly like I can be like, oh, this is a rough sketchbook now, because I already have one of those on the go. Pivoting. But yeah, I do find it kind of funny in a way. Yeah, so I thought I would check in on you and share this moment. For some reason I decided that I thought I should turn the camera on, but I will probably still do some of the videos I've already started filming and had planned for this. Some of the ideas were starting the sketchbook off, so unwrapping it, talking about the sketchbook, and talking about the first thing I do to a sketchbook when I get them now, which is creating what I call the landing page, or the North Star page. I was going to do a video on developing that page, and then I was also going to do a video on my first impressions of this sketchbook, because again, this is a new type of sketchbook for me, and I wanted to really use a lot of different mediums. So like, we've got ballpoint pen here, we've got Tombow marker, acrylic paint marker, we've got polychromos colour pencil, we've got graphite, we've got brush pen, we've got alcohol markers. So I've been trying to use a lot of different mediums in order to give an initial first impression. I wouldn't want to review it until I've at the very least completed one of these, but I'm probably still going to go ahead with doing a first impression sketchbook video. But yeah, I might upload this one first just because it is a little bit more in the moment, and yeah, I'm still in shock. If I'm rambling, I am still in shock, but what would you do? I'm curious, what would you do if one of your sketchbooks, especially one you've already started, has rolled through mud? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, happy drawing.